Ao Bing, portrayed by Wang Jinghua, from Nezha, The Demon Child is Back, 2024. This version of story of fight between Dragon King and Divine Child Nezha, portrays the third Prince Ao Bing as a selfish, egocentric and vain, torturing not only the people who were caught as his prisoners for disobeying the will of heaven, but also tormenting his own concubines for pure sadistic fun. Just like in the mythological version, his behavior attracts the attention of Nezha, who fights and eventually kills the White Dragon Prince. But this is not where the history of the two ends. Ao Bing's death infuriates his father, Long Wang, who storms the hometown of young Nezha, but the boy, refusing to give up to the Dragon King, commits suicide. In the spirit world, Nezha and his father are again forced to battle Ao Bing, who tortures them, forcing uncomfortable truths to be told between the family members. He's then defeated as the two escape, but his spirit lives on. Ao Xin, portrayed by Lu Dan, from Journey to the West, 2026. This version of Lu's adaptation of Monkey King's titular journey makes the hero encounter a group of malevolent demons. Intending to kill them, Wukong pursues them until they dive into the ocean, seeking refuge in Dragon Princess's palace. Believing she's protecting innocent mountain gods, Princess agrees and sends Monkey King off of her domain when he tries to investigate her palace. But as soon as the monkey deity left, the demons drop their act, revealing to the princess that they indeed are demons, and one of them attempts to rape her. Princess Xin fights them off like a pro though, and soon aided by Wukong, who returns to help her. Soon both overpower the rogue demons. Furious Dragon Lady wants to kill them, but is stopped by her Dragon King father, who tells her they should be judged and sentenced by heaven instead. Celestial Dragon from D-War, 2007. This celestial dragon starts off as a humble water serpent, robbed of his rights to become the next rightful heir to the power of Yo-Oijo. Thea would transform him into a dragon. When his malevolent rival, Boraki, jumped to seize the power from the good serpent's hands, the gods reacted immediately and sent Yo-Oijo to the earth, where it incarnated in a form of a highborn woman. Imogi waited in his pond or stream to get the power, but Boraki was quicker and his pursuit forced the girl and her lover to commit suicide. Many years later, the next incarnation of Yo-Oijo, Sarah, willfully gives up her own life, for the Imogi to transform into a dragon and defeat Boraki once and for all. The grayish serpent grows powerful legs, jade-colored snake-like scales, mighty horns and ability to fly and breathe fire. Fuzai, portrayed by Jin Qing, from Divine Dragon of the Vast Sea, 2024. He was a rebellious, but brave and good-hearted prince of the undersea kingdom of dragons, ruled by his father, a strict, but wise and good-natured golden dragon. When the powers of the golden dragon started being threatened, he embarked onto the demons' lands to chase after the spies and stumbled across a demon lady. As the demon girl is sentenced to death, the young dragon prince steps in and saves her life, taking her to an underwater realm. The relationship between the two sour after Fuzai learns that the woman wanted to use him to get to the demon-killing sword, but the two reunite after the demon girl chooses to fight the evil dragon to save her lover's life. At the end of the day, their love and refusal to give each other up saves the lives of both, and though grievously wounded by the fight with evil dragon, they manage to flee into a desolate island, where no demon, nor spirit can bother them again. Gold Dragon, portrayed by Ding Yongdai, from Divine Dragon of the Vast Sea, 2024. He was not only the Dragon Palace's supreme ruler, he was its most fierce protector and defendant. When his rebellious, malevolent son, who dabbled in forbidden dark magic, broke free from his imprisonment, with the help of his own nephew, he wasted no time and jumped into action immediately. He took his rebellious son head-on, and despite great power, many centuries of experience in wisdom and strength, he eventually lost after a long and hard fight, fleeing to his palace, but not before greatly wounding the malevolent demon dragon. Hai Lanzhou, portrayed by Zhu Shenyi, from The Eye of Dragon Princess, 2020. Curious to get to know human world, a young dragon princess manifests in physical world and soon meets and falls in love with a young worker boy. She's not arrived alone, though. A malevolent rabbit demoness, who's after her precious power-wielding eyes, followed her. The rabbit demoness catches and tortures her, finally taking away her powers, which forces the young princess to be forcefully revealed as a non-human spirit in front of her lover. Thrown into prison, she willfully gives her precious eyes to her lover, despite him betraying her and forcing her imprisonment. She's then tied in a wooden cage and sentenced to death by drowning, but her dragon powers activate and she transforms, flying in the air and snatches her eyes back from the greedy rabbit demon. Regaining her powers, she flies away, choosing to not forgive her lover for his betrayal. Lingzhen, from Jade Dynasty, 2019. This cheerful and wise water dragon has very short screen time, but in his fleeting time on screen, he's shown as a best friend and most trusted advisor to our young and sometimes confused protagonist. He doesn't speak, but he communicates with body language and our protagonist seems to understand him without words. Asked about how the protagonist can cope with his closeted feelings to his attractive young mentor lady, Lingzhen answers that he should just simply kiss her, showing him that hiding your feelings is never a good way out. Long Wang from Nezha. The Demon Child is back, 2024. He is portrayed as huge, gargantuan humanoid with dragon paws for hands and dragon head, easily towering over his huge for humans. Dragon sons and daughters and appearing as a mountain-sized threat to humans in the town. Learning about Tao Bing's death at the hands of Nezha, he's furious. He gathers all his children and together with them, he invades Nezha's city, holding people hostage by their mere celestial presence. The king threatens to flood the entire city and kill all the people, if they do not agree to give out Nezha to him. After Nezha's suicide, he wants to flood the city, but is stopped by Nezha, who comes back to life, fights him and eventually, defeats him. The Dragon, from Monkey King 2, Journey to the West, 2012. This unnamed dragon swims peacefully in his home lake, until he notices Sun Wukong and his Buddhist monk friend passing, along with horse-turned ally. Drawn to the scent of the horse and protecting his domain, he lunges at the duo. He swallows the horse whole and engages in a fight with Monkey King, who wants his horse back. Although the dragon is huge and strong, the monkey deity has a few magical tricks up his proverbial sleeve and quickly turns the tides of the battle. The fight is eventually over, when Monkey King manages to kill the dragon via blunt force impact and is then able to disintegrate his body, returning the horse to his monk friend. The Green Dragon, from Detective D and the Duel with River Dragon, 2023. This malevolent dragon attacked the dragon who prophesied the auspicious reign of Empress Wu Zetian and fought it, dismembering him in the process. When the Detective D arrived at the town to investigate the matter and seemingly unassociated string of mysterious disappearances, a local sorceress took him to the lake, in which the malevolent dragon resided. The dragon emerges from the waters, threatening Detective D to stop his investigation if he doesn't want to be the next missing person and claims that the Tang dynasty is destined to collapse. After the ominous warning, which could be seen as a threat, the dragon disappears into the mist. However, it was later revealed that the dragon, just like the other one, was only an illusion casted by sorceress to divert the attention from real murderers. The Manta Ray Dragon, from Young Detective D. Rise of the Sea Dragon, 2013. Alright. I admit, I'm kinda cheating here on this instance, as this creature was never actually a dragon, but instead was a genetically modified, monstrous, perhaps even demonic manta ray-like fish armed with tentacles and razor-sharp hooks on them. But because for the great majority of the movie, the monster is believed to be a rogue sea dragon and referred to as such, I've decided to stretch the definition of a dragon a bit and lump it here as well. The monstrous fish terrorizes the coastal town, killing the fishermen and everyone who dares to venture too close left and right, and attempts to kill Detective D as well, when he comes to the town to investigate. Eventually, though, It's the detective that manages to kill the beast by firing an arrow into its normally armor-protected mouth. The Red Dragon, from Detective D and the Duel with River Dragon, 2023. This benevolent red dragon appears while Empress Wu Zetian sails with her crew on the nearby lake. It emerges from water and prophesies long and happy rule of the Empress, but then is caught and engaged in a fight with Green Dragon, which culminates in its death. Later it was revealed that the dragon was a wooden prop though. Yan Ling, portrayed by Duan Xingyu, from Soaring of the Dragon, 2024. This beautiful dragon lady was summoned to the ordinary life of a young artist man, when he received a mysterious dragon ring. Attracted by its power, she appeared, telling him that she is one of his ancestors, but the boy was so scared, he fainted on the spot. Unimpressed by him, the dragon lady wants to abandon him, but soon realizes she needs him to restore her dragon power. The boy agrees and soon they start their journey together, during which the two grow closer than they both expected. They start training together to activate the dragon potential in the young man, and as they spend more and more time together, they eventually begin falling in love, with Yan Ling finding herself more and more in the human world. Eventually, they marry in an official Chinese Taoist ceremony. Like previously mentioned Ao Xin, she is never seen on screen in her dragon form, which is kinda shame if you ask me. Yi Ying, portrayed by Zhang Lei, from Divine Dragon of the Vast Sea, 2024. One of many princes of the draconic marine kingdom, this young son of Golden Dragon proved himself to be rebellious and evil. Imprisoned for his evil deeds and practice of forbidden magic, he is then freed by his nephew, who he later deceives and kills. Hungry for power and revenge, he fights his father and steals the source of his power, and learning about one of his brother's voyages to the surface world, he wishes to seize and corrupt it, believing that he will be its ruler. Using his evil powers, he unleashes an army of demons onto the world above and captures Prince Fu Shi's love interest, wounds her and drinks her blood to transform himself into a demon dragon. Eventually, though, as Fu Zai taps into his divine potential and joins forces with his demon lover, they are able to defeat Yi Ying and imprison him, sealed in his human form, so he cannot escape again. Yuqi Longyan, portrayed by Dylan Wang, from Miss the Dragon, 2018. Yuqi is a pawn dragon of royal status who is wounded during a fight in heavens and falls to the ground, concealing himself in a form of a snake. In this form, a beautiful woman finds him and nurses him back to health, during which, young dragon prince falls for her. As she discovers his true identity, their relationship slowly progresses and she develops feelings for him too, but his dragon aura proves too strong and it weakens her. This caused Yuqi to abandon her and wipe out her memory about him, hoping they can be together in next life instead. Through multiple lives and reincarnation, Yuqi meets his lover again and again, each time fighting different obstacles that prevents them from being together. The series ultimately ends up well, with the two marrying in one of woman's many lives.